Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Uh,
As excited as ever, I see. And you don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help you, even though we're not actually here this week. If you're hearing this, this is one of our backup episodes for in case we needed a sick day.
it's
So,
January 31st,
January.
2024,
Yeah, very
and
exciting.
and I'm just going on record now that by the time this fucking gets put out, if Kanye West has not sent me my fucking shoes, I'm gonna be furious.
Everyone should tweet at Kanye West and tell him to send Bryden his fucking shoes.
I get the feeling that this by the time this comes out, I will have been talking about how I had to sign up for the class action lawsuit against YZY clothing line.
Yeah, well, no, you're gonna get the shoes. It's gonna be great. It's your weird sock shoes,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be so stylish walking around Florida with your weird sock boots,
We'll see. I don't know. I could see him just never showing up.
just trudging through the swamps
What do you?
in your sock
It's not a
boots.
swamp.
I'm pretty sure that Florida is the Everglades. It's just all
Just all of it.
swamp. Just
Yeah.
the whole thing, right? Just like
Disney,
Louisiana.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Just
Well, no, Disney, they piled up a lot of dirt so that they could put it like out of the swamp, above the swamp.
mm.
But they still have alligators there.
Yeah. There's alligators everywhere.
Yeah, they eat children.
Yeah. Yeah. Alligators are fucking everywhere. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Like I was driving. This has been I don't know probably like a year or more than that, something like that. And I was driving, and I just had to stop and wait for a fucking alligator to cross the road. And it's irritating, you know. And
Yeah.
he was just walking towards a golf course, and I'm like, well, I hope they can
Good
figure it
luck.
out. Like, yeah, I don't, you know,
Look, it is their land that you guys tried to take from them.
it's
And
it,
not even you, because you're like an immigrant there.
yeah, and not even like it, and it shouldn't be. And also, it's really fucking illegal to kill them.
Well, it's their home.
And then there's also
It's
like
like
these.
would you go and just kill a Native American?
No, I'm not Andrew Jackson.
Okay. So why would you kill an alligator?
So now
It's their land.
so now you're comparing minorities to animals, or you're saying we should give the alligators casinos.
Both.
Okay, great. There's also these fucking birds that are annoying as shit. I forget what they're called, but they got little legs and they're tall and they got big long beaks. And they also will just take their sweet fucking like literally like fucking 3 days ago. They looked like small turkeys. This is a different bird. I had to wait for
Okay.
several of them to just drive and had to stop. They just had to walk across the fucking thing.
It's very kind of you to wait for them, though.
I'll go to jail if I hit them.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well, yeah, but nobody will know, probably.
No, there was also near a fucking golf course.
Oh, okay. Well,
All it is golf and alligators down here.
I can see you love the place. My favorite thing is when a bird is like flying across the highway and you're going like 60, 70 miles an hour, right? And for some reason, they just like to go down lower. Like I've watched them dive down to where they were not before they got to the highway where a windshield could hit them, but they went down perfectly to where it would hit my windshield right before getting in front of me. I had to slam on my brakes. I don't want to break my
There's,
windshield.
there's got to be a reason that they do that.
You would think that they would just fly higher and not want like there at some point they would have to understand like birds are not very smart. I understand that, but surely they can know by now that they can get hit by cars, right?
I don't know. If they get hit by a car, I don't think that knowledge really passes along to the other ones.
But
They didn't report it back to the nest.
well, what if another one sees it happen? Like they're in groups.
Yeah, that's a long fucking. It's a long flight when they're all flying in groups like that. It's a long flight. They
Yeah,
forget about it. They probably lose a few people.
they probably lose a lot of the way they. Okay, well, this is enough about wildlife, I think. I feel
Also,
like we've
some
talked about.
birds are smart.
Yeah. Ravens are very smart. I
Yeah,
like ravens.
you got the African grays. Those guys are pretty cool. They'll be like, you go, hey bird, what's this? And they're like, paper. And if they feel it, it's pretty cool. They'll be like, what? Rock.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Like, tink, tink, glass. I like it. And then you give them a pistachio.
You're just so happy thinking about giving this bird a pistachio.
Yeah.
I've never seen such pure joy on your face like this before. Just except
It
when
would
you
be cool.
said that you give him a pistachio.
They like them.
That's great. I like I just saw like a lot of parrots around when I was growing up. Like poor people really love exotic birds. So there were people who would just have them. And of course these are trashy people. So it's like, the guy that owned the tattoo parlor had one in the tattoo parlor. And that was friends with my dad.
Mm.
And you go in and he's just cussing at you.
That rules.
And or like like one is calling everyone wetbacks. And like telling people to shut up. And it's like, we go and these people are like, oh, kids are here. Let me show you my parrot. Try to talk to him and see what happens. It's just like, shut up, stupid. It's like, what? That's crazy. It's great.
It sounds like a terrible bird.
I learned a few new racial slurs as a child from birds
I'm
because of this.
really
actually.
not shocked that you learned something from a bird.
Yeah, they're smart. Oh my goodness gracious.
What?
Okay, so I'm just looking at the chat again.
Why? Leave it be.
Niles
Do the show.
I'm sorry. Someone is making us AI pictures of us, and it's amazing how close that they're getting to my face despite having never seen my face. That's all. I'm just incredibly amazed by the talent.
Also, stop fiddling around with the goddamn shit on your desk, bozo. You know that picks up on the mic.
Sorry. I'm just looking for the first Reddit story over here, okay?
Do it quietly. Be a professional, huh?
I'm trying really hard. Okay? Do you see that I'm trying really hard? Can you just give me a break?
There is no try. It's do or fuck it up.
I'm doing a great job.
Uh-huh. Yeah, get a fucking sticker.
Under a lot of pressure. I do. I deserve a gold star.
Put a fucking motivational poster up framed with a cat on a fucking clothesline that says, hang in there, baby. Good work.
Exactly.
Get a little flip calendar for your desk. Garfield says, I hate Mondays.
These are all good things.
Garfield's a bitch, dude. He doesn't even work. Why does he hate Mondays?
Because John leaves to go to work.
He doesn't like John. Do you know anything about Garfield?
He loves him. He loves him. It's tough love, and he pretends he hates him. But, like, who else is going to give him lasagna?
Then why is all John Arbuckle all the time screaming, Garfield?
Well, because he's a very mischievous cat.
Yeah.
He's always getting into trouble.
I mean,
Do you
Garfield's
think my kids hate me because I get onto them?
Yeah.
And I yell, kids! Ah! That's not...
Do
They
you do
don't
that?
hate me for that.
They do.
Yeah, I do. I go, kids! Ah! And then I go, I'm sorry I yelled at you, kids. And they go, that's fine, Mom.
Oh, so it's kind of like you lash out and then do love bombing, like an abuser.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly.
That's great. That's great.
No, I don't. But this morning, my oldest kid came to me unprompted and hugged me. And she said, Mommy, I can't even imagine having a better mom than you. You're just the best mom ever.
Yeah, what did she want?
She didn't want anything.
Uh-huh. Yeah, wait. Just wait.
She doesn't ask for anything.
She wants
at
something.
all.
She's planting seeds, or she broke something.
I don't think so.
What did she swallow now?
Do you think it's just complete? No, that was a different kid. Okay, this one hasn't swallowed things in years. Okay, we're doing good with this one. Middle child, no excuse at her age. It's insane.
Not at all.
You know, did I tell you that like a month after the battery incident, she came to me and was like, Mom, I swallowed a bead from my bead set, my jewelry making set. Am I gonna die? Please take me to the hospital, Mom. I'm scared. I was like, no, it's not a battery. This is a different thing. Like, this is not gonna kill you. It's fine. But please, can you just stop putting things? She's not a toddler.
No.
Why is this happening?
I don't know, because you got to feed them real food.
I do. I fed them M&M pancakes
Yeah.
that you criticized.
They stink.
She eats so many Vienna sausages. It's insane.
She might have autism because my brother, he used to just dig into Vienna sausages and then canned tamales.
Canned tamales.
Yeah, I don't know if they even still make that shit anymore.
I've never seen that before. Like, like not tamale sauce
No.
or whatever. Like, not just canned tamale. I've never
Yeah,
seen that.
because now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't fucking seen them since I was a kid. Do they? Yeah, no, they've still got them. I remember not liking them. I would probably try them now, but yeah, these. I'm sure it was some off-brand instead. But Hormel's got some.
Oh wow.
Yeah, beef and chili sauce, canned tamales.
Weird. I don't want to try that
I
at all.
I need to see if Publix has them, and I will get some.
We do have some real weird canned foods that were like, these last for a long time. So if, there's a storm or what, anything like that happens, another pandemic situation or something, like anything like that, just foods like that. But we have canned bacon because my husband was like, this is so many calories per can. We could live off of this for like ever. So it's like just a full-sized can of bacon just wrapped around in like discs.
I want a can.
All, like, stuffed full, and it's like kind of wet, but
I'd give it a try.
because it's all. And then we have canned brown bread, where it's like the bread is cooked with the canning process, so it's like you open it and then you dump the bread out. It's just can shaped. It's like freaking cranberry sauce. It's really gross looking. It doesn't taste bad though.
I wouldn't do the canned bread, but I'd get a can of bacon.
But we could survive for a long time on canned brown bread and bacon. We're pretty much set for the apocalypse at this point. We have a lot.
Canned foods and dry foods, everybody should. Not even just because we're probably all going to starve to death type of thing, but just also it's like, if you're going to the grocery store, you see some like, fucking extra cans of beans or some whatever on sale. It can't hurt you. Just pick some up.
Yeah. I mean, even just like there's a storm and the power went out.
Right.
Like up north, blizzards. In Florida, it's hurricanes. Like, there's all kinds of reasons why you would want to have a bunch of canned food on hand. It's not. Oh, and you could get like 50-pound bags of flour, and if you just learn how to make bread, that's like a ton of calories in a giant bag of flour.
Yeah, you would
for a long time.
You would need to learn how to make bread first, though. You can't even make pancakes.
It's not hard. I know. Look, okay. I thought that was a general you. I didn't realize this was about my
No, it's you personally. It's you personally.
I make wonderful bread. My pancakes were great. The reason why they looked weird is because they had M&Ms in them.
And you burnt them.
And the M&Ms are getting burnt on the griddle, but there's no way to avoid that.
Oh, you could not put candy in your kid's breakfast. That would be one.
We didn't have any chocolate chips.
And then two, just don't. It wasn't just the chocolate that was burnt. They were the outside.
No,
of the
that was only
was burnt.
some of them. Only some of them.
Oh, so now it's going from I didn't burn.
You zoomed in on like the 1 out of 2 that was burned.
It's
okay?
more than 1
There
or
were
2,
a ton that were fine. All right.
They weren't fine. They were overcooked.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It's not like you could take a poll on this because you quit Twitter.
Yeah, I did, and you're still on there trying to pretend you have friends.
I do have friends.
Yeah, are they on the internet?
Yeah, and they've
Cool,
been
dude.
accusing me of being an alcoholic lately.
Good.
I think this was after the last episode we recorded. It doesn't matter because this is going to be released in months and months and months probably. Anyway, yeah, Tappy is saying that the last time he was on the show, one of my kids bust through the door and yelled that he was starving to death, and I needed to feed him. Look, the child had just eaten a full dinner. Okay?
Yesterday,
I
just
want
ate a dinner
to
yesterday.
Explain. But I did say, don't worry, I can edit it out, and laughed really hard. But that's not indicative of like how the situation. Like, he was fine. Okay,
He was fine. He's not with us anymore, but he
He's
was fine at the time.
He's still fine. Okay.
He's sleeping out on the porch, and we just lost track of him. I don't know. I think he
Again, well,
wandered off to find food. He probably has a new family, like a cat.
he lives in the woods. He's very happy.
He's better off fending for himself than trying to eat fucking whatever the hell kind of pancakes those are. Dry ass fucking candy pancakes.
They were good. Look, you know what? We don't need to talk about this anymore.
Hey, you know what you know what your kids need as part of a balanced breakfast? Red dye. Cool.
I mean, I thought that was an essential ingredient to any meal. I put it in everything.
Yeah.
It makes everything look like Takis, which is fun.
I don't care for Takis.
Really?
Yeah.
I get into a mood where I want them sometimes.
So sometimes you're just a 14-year-old Hispanic girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Occasionally.
Oh.
Especially when I get my nails done and they're all like long and I'm like clicking them together.
Nice.
Know?
Good work. Man, I don't know. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
No, I got a fart building up, man.
Please don't. Can you just not do these things on the show?
I mean,
because it always comes through because you're so freaking gassy.
Yeah.
It's so loud. Didn't you just poop?
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't. I couldn't. Couldn't finish the job.
Oh my goodness gracious! Why am I? It's like having a toddler. Yeah, you as my co-host. Did you finish pooping? Are you sure you're done? Do you need help wiping?
I was in a hurry. I mean, I got it all wiped up. Everything's cleaned up.
Okay, we need to stop this conversation. Speaking of gassiness, let's get into our Reddit advice segment today.
It's a fucking terrible segue.
No, it's not. Well, you don't even know what I'm segueing into yet. How do you know it's terrible?
You segue off a cliff like the guy who made the segue. Hey, suck it, idiot! Oh, ultimate burn.
Are you done?
Roasted.
We don't have drops, so you just make them yourself with your mouth. Is that what this is?
Yes.
Okay. Every time my girlfriend gets drunk, she goes to the fridge, takes out a block of whatever cheese we have, and chomps a huge chunk out of it. Sometimes two.
That's just normal behavior. I also see how that works.
Last night, it was Parmesan.
What?
I mean,
no, that part's weird. You don't just bite into Parmesan.
I mean, who eats plain Parmesan like that in the first place?
No.
And these huge ass chunks.
I mean, if it's a cheddar, if it's a Monterey Jack, I mean, Swiss is a bit much, but I could see it. If it's just fucking Parmesan,
it's just like a cheese zombie.
Like I could even be like, wow, that's a lot of feta. Like that's a big bite of feta. Fucking Parmesan. That's a hard cheese, too. That's a hard cheese.
It's like real gritty in your mouth. Like, oh my goodness. There's teeth marks on the cheese. How do I stop this from happening? I've tried talking to her about it, but she has the same response every time. I was hungry. I like cheese.
I mean, that's a pretty solid argument. Use a knife, you dirty bitch.
I'll show you a picture. This one is cheddar. If it'll show up.
Yeah, see, that's fine. I mean,
yeah, but it's not always cheddar.
I mean, I can't. As somebody who probably spent 2 years on Twitter, occasionally posting a picture of myself holding a block of cheese with a bite taken out of it, staring off into the distance.
Yeah.
For that bit went on forever.
Yeah.
Like, there's 40 pictures of me doing that different days. I can get on board.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some of the bits you were doing, I never understood.
Yeah.
It just never clicked for me.
Close-up foods, that was a good one.
That was disgusting, and people would just try to guess what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, that site is missing something without me, but,
All the fun people left a long time ago, I feel like.
Well,
No one's fun.
I can't be on there because my delicate liberal sensibilities and my
Yeah.
care for others in the world will not allow me to support a neo-fascist Nazi like Elon Musk.
Yeah. I understand. And as a neo-fascist myself, no, I'm just kidding. That is a joke. That is a joke. I shouldn't say things like that. It's a problem. It's a problem when there's a microphone in front of my face. I just say things that are not true.
Sure. You're still on the site.
Yeah.
See, guys like me, I'm over there on Mastodon with the bloggers at Jacobin or whatever.
Are you really on Mastodon?
Fuck no. I've never met. I don't even know how that site works.
Yeah. Or like, what is the one that Trump's on? Truth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could be a patriot and be on Truth Social.
Every time these pop up, I'm just like, no, that's probably a scam. I'm not going to touch that. It's bad enough Twitter has all my information.
Yeah, all that shit sucks. I don't know.
At least
Social
on
media
Twitter,
is gay.
there's millions and millions of people to sift through if you want to use someone's information for something, you know?
Yeah, and you could call the Krasenstein twins fags.
Exactly. That's where all the people to dunk on are.
How are those guys real? I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to think about
I don't think they are.
They're like the Property Brothers, kind of. Like, I mean, there's no way. They're the Property Brothers of, like, shitty lib takes, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they're just these weird brothers that you're like, you guys fuck, right? Like, that's obvious that you guys...
Yeah, it is a little. They do have a weird vibe. I found out that there's actually a third Property Brother.
Ah. Well, he
That's
just got
less
left out?
gay. He's not gay enough.
And he was like, I don't like them, so fuck the show?
I guess so. I don't know.
Does he also do Property?
I don't think so.
So is the Property Brothers and just, like, their brother mechanic Steve?
Yeah, I don't know what he does. I just saw a picture of it one time. I was like, this is weird. That's not supposed to be a thing.
That would be odd to be the third brother and, like, be left out of that, you know?
It's like how Vin Diesel has a brother that's like him with hair.
I
And
didn't
it's
know
just
that.
bizarre and uncanny valley to see him.
Huh.
I don't know that these people really exist. It's hard to believe.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. But as far as taking bites out of cheese goes, why can't she use a
we're
knife?
supposed to give advice. She's drunk and she just wants a bite of cheese. She's like a cute little mouse.
I was going to say
But
leave...
she takes giant bites.
Yeah, I was going to say just leave all the knives out, but she's drunk.
That's not a good idea either. She's just gonna like trip and fall on them. So no, yeah, no.
You gotta. This comes down to she has to buy her own separate cheese.
What you need is to keep the cheese in a safe.
That's a fortune you could just get another separate cheese.
They have child locks for fridges, so your kids can't just get in there all the time. Drunk people probably can't figure it out any more than like a 4-year-old.
Drunk people break things when they want to get in there and it's locked.
Just stop buying cheese.
I mean, that's kind of the only...
Put it
Wait,
in a
hold
different...
on. Hold on.
Okay. You disgusting, disgusting slug of a man. Just defiling our show.
Speaking of cheese!
After week. See, and you said my segues are bad. That's why... Cheese makes you gassy. That's why I said mine.
Well, I was thinking cut the cheese.
Oh, yeah, that too. That's the more obvious one, actually, a little bit. Anyway, you could put the cheese in a different container and label it something that she doesn't like. She'll never figure it out.
I think she just needs to buy her own goddamn cheese. That's not, try to be realistic. Instead of buying separate fucking containers or doing schemes.
I don't think you understand this show.
You're doing schemes because you're projecting, because that's how you handle your problems within your own relationship is cheese schemes.
Don't tell anyone that I would ever do that, because then someone might figure out that there are schemes afoot.
There are schemes afoot. Yeah,
There's
that's why
no
you got
scheme.
that's why you got a pint of vodka in the fucking back part of your toilet.
There is not vodka by the toilet,
Oh, did you
okay?
drink it all?
I need to go to the liquor store. All I have now are IPAs.
That shit's gross.
Mm. All right, let's move on to our next story. Are you excited?
No.
You're such a freaking downer. Can you just like hype yourself up a little? Just like just like make a face, like a real big happy face for a minute. That'll help. That's a grimace. That is, you look like you're in pain. You look like you're going to eat a baby.
Why is it?
Like,
I never really thought about why he was called Grimace. It's a bad name
uh,
for him, right?
I think he was a bad guy, didn't he? No, that was
Uh,
the Hamburglar.
no, I think
Didn't the
Grimace.
Hamburglar steal burgers and then the Grimace was a bad guy too?
I think originally, and then they all became good guys, which made no
Which
sense that
is
the Hamburglar was a good guy.
stupid. Whose burgers is he stealing then?
Ronald's.
Well, then how was he a good guy?
I, I don't really know.
It's dumb.
Well, they don't. None of that shit exists anymore.
Yeah, they took all the statues out of the play places, and there's not any more like giant play places like there used to be.
Yeah, because now
Sucks.
they've got to make it. You know, they got to try to fool everybody with McCafe. Yeah, that's where I want to buy a bear claw. McDonald's.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
they don't have
excited
ovens.
about they're making like a drink place called like Cosmics that has like
Cosmos.
fruity teas and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm very excited about it. It looks basically like Sonic slash Starbucks.
It's
Like how Sonic has lots of cool drinks and slushes and stuff, but Starbucks has like pastries.
okay, but it's just McDonald's.
It's different things. It's different things.
Okay, well, you go and you tell me how different it is.
I'm gonna.
Okay,
I've seen the menu.
I've seen the menu too.
It's not the same things.
They've got a lot of the same things on there.
They have like 50 different kinds of fruity teas at McDonald's if I go.
Look at the menu again. Does it have a Big Mac on there?
No.
Yeah, it does.
It's got like breakfast sandwiches and stuff.
Oh,
What
are
you
they
talking
are they
about?
McDonald's breakfast sandwiches?
They like pastries and stuff. No,
Oh.
it's different stuff, Bryden. I will search through my pictures and find it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take me a while though, so I won't do it on air.
No, it's basically all the same shit. It's still McDonald's.
You're so annoying. You can't just be happy about one thing.
I mean, I'm gonna be happy when you go and you're like, it's just McDonald's.
No, why would they do that to me?
I mean, they're McDonald's. They're not exactly known for being cool. They killed Ronald.
That's really depressing.
He's gone.
He was cool.
I mean, he wasn't
Okay.
even that cool. Clowns are fucking weird, but you know, whatever.
I just remember I had like a health thing happen when I was a kid, and it was lots of doctor's visits and lots of scaredness. I was very scared of the situation.
Transition.
And I got to go and have a Happy Meal after my appointments and stuff. And that really cheered me up. There was a Ronald McDonald on the bench, and I could sit next to him.
And pretend that you had a parental figure.
Yeah.
Good.
My dad wasn't paying attention to me.
No, he was awesome. He was picking up on the every McDonald's. There's just one hot girl that works there. He was picking up on her.
Probably. Dude, oh my goodness gracious. When he started dating again after my stepmom left, by the way, I saw some of the girls. He wouldn't tell us that he was going on a date or anything. It was just like,
Just
you know,
leave.
watch your siblings, whatever. And he'd leave. He'd say he was going somewhere, but he wouldn't say where. But then
Going to
you know,
Pound Town.
after we're in bed for the night, he thinks we're asleep. I hear voices downstairs, so I sneak out of the room and I peer down, and this happened 3 times, okay? And there's a different woman every time.
Nice.
He was pulling like what you would call like art hose now, just very attractive
Hell
women,
yeah.
actually, with like a bunch of tattoos and stuff. And then the one he dated, it was only like one time. Like, I don't know what he told them.
Love 'em and
about,
leave 'em.
like, kids at home or whatever is a weird thing. But there was one lady who was much more normal and much closer to his age that he actually had us meet.
Well,
And she was like, she got me alone and she was like interviewing. She was interrogating me. She's like, so your dad, huh? Is he like a good dad? Does he ever yell at you? Does he ever hit you? And I'm just like, no, he's like, please marry him so that maybe he will leave me alone because he's distracted. Like, I was giving a glowing review. I needed some other woman in this house for my woman-hating dad to. I was a child, okay? I was like 12 years old. No, I was like, I had to have been 13. Anyway, and and she goes, you can tell me the truth, right? I'm just sitting there like,
I don't know
what
you.
is this? Do you want to date my dad or not? Like, you've been dating for months. You're here to meet his children. Like, what are you doing?
What's diabolical about this? Maybe she meant well, but what's really diabolical about this is she's coming to you and she's like, hey, does he like hit you or whatever? And if you had said, yeah, like all the time, she would have just pieced out and you would have just been left there.
That's why my stepmom left. That's why my dad blamed me for it, because she left because of how he treated me.
Yeah. Well,
she didn't try to help me. She didn't even talk to CPS. She just, I'm tired of seeing this.
well, I mean,
That's exactly what happened every time.
so you're saying that by the time you hit your mid 40s, technically you will have destroyed 2 marriages.
More marriages than that if we count my mom, and we can't.
Good work.
Anyway, we're
What's the next?
Hey, I don't appreciate what you're implying there. Okay, next story. From r/drugs.
Nice.
A friend did what does it say, in memoriam on it? Oh my god.
He died? Hell yeah. Drug overdoses are so cool.
First. I did not notice that before. Friend did a line of asbestos.
Well, that's not drugs. You deserve to die.
Yeah. Not sure what other community to post in for this.
Not that one.
Maybe like a medicine situation.
That's not like fucking drugs at all.
r/ER stories. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but that's not nobody. It's like, let's get high on asbestos.
I was at a party and the house was about to be knocked over, so people started smashing up the garage. Normal stuff to do.
Yeah, all of that.
What one does.
That lines up.
And one of my mates lined up some of the powder from underneath and ripped it for a laugh.
Idiot.
I think that means snorted it. Once the demo crew came in to knock the house down, it turned out that the garage was mainly made from asbestos. How fucked is my friend?
Well, I mean, is he not dead already?
It says in memoriam. I don't know. I'm assuming that would have been added later. If
That's
so.
not good
He's
for you.
dead. You're probably, I mean, maybe he won't die today, but he's pretty fucked.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely shouldn't do that at all.
I don't, even if it's just drywall, why would you do that and think that that's acceptable?
I don't know. And also, like, that would just hurt and you're going to get a sinus infection for sure.
It's really stupid.
You can't even snort Vicodins or you're going to get a sinus infection because of the Tylenol in it.
Did he have nothing else to snort?
I mean, they got to be young. Kids are pretty stupid.
I've never gotten drunk and decided I'm going to just snort random shit. Never. Not even once, believe it or not.
I mean, I did, but I knew they were drugs.
Yeah, that's different. That's not random shit.
Just weren't sure
what it's gonna.
What drugs they were.
That's different. Yeah, that's a very different situation. But I wouldn't do that either. I'm a very neurotic, paranoid person. My advice to you is you can start talking to your friend about how he should have life insurance and what he wants for his funeral arrangements, because it's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah, but not today. I mean,
It's really good to have this all prepared beforehand so that no one's fighting over your belongings. You know, you give it out before you die.
Good thing I'm selfish and I don't have a damn thing. It's all coming with me.
That fridge behind you.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting buried in that.
Can I have your skull?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just wanted to remind you, we have a deal.
Yeah.
You're not taking everything.
Yeah, you can have the skull. I'm fine with that.
Thank you. It's gonna go right on my desk, and I'm gonna have a podcast that's just me. Or at least if I have a co-host, we'll still just have the skull in frame if I ever do video.
Sure.
So that you're here with me in spirit.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you know you're not going to be able to sleep at night, right? Because it's going to be a haunted skull.
That's fine.
It'll just, be getting up in the
I've
middle of
dealt
the
with
night
hauntings.
to go and like have some cheese nips or something like that, and they'll be like, "Do you really want to eat that?"
I feel like you would actually be like a pretty decent ghost to have around. I feel like you wouldn't like try to kill me or like break my shit. You
I'm
would just
slamming
annoy
every
me.
door, every door.
Yeah.
And ghosts are only allowed to come out at like 3 in the morning or whatever, right? So it's like, I'm wide awake, I'm partying.
Okay, but bonus. Okay, you might be the one who can tell me if the sleep paralysis demon is in fact there at 3 a.m.
Who do you think I'm
That's
gonna
when
be
he
partying with?
comes. Okay, yes, but you will just write like a note in blood or whatever ghost guys do, saying like yes or no, like was he there for real?
Yeah.
Is it a hallucination? Is it real?
It'll be, it'll be a weird one when you just see the sleep paralysis guy with the hat on or what the fuck ever people say. And then it's just me back there, arm around him, going, "Look at this cunt!"
It's funny because he does just kind of stand there. Like, he doesn't do a lot of stuff. Like, sometimes he's sitting or he's talking and it's gibberish, but he does just kind of stand there. So then I'll just start saying two figures. That's not too bad. It's not that much. All right, I think we advised this guy enough. Enough.
What a dumbass. And why would you put that in the drugs sub? I get it, like,
You would think you would want to ask, like, doctors.
Right.
Medical advice.
like, yeah, ask the medical people. Don't ask the people that put poison in their body every day.
Oh, what is this? Yeah, I'm sure everyone on r/drugs has done a line of asbestos. I can tell you exactly what is happening here.
I mean, these are like, none of these people have a fucking medical degree. A lot of them are going to go, "What's asbestos and can I buy it?"
Yeah, that's... Do not snort asbestos, kids. It's probably worse than cocaine. I would rather you do cocaine than asbestos.
It's definitely worse than cocaine.
But don't do cocaine either. Kids. Kiddos.
You know, make your own decisions. You're grown-ups.
Okay, whatever. Moving on. Every time I see women, I get depressed.
Yeah, me too, because I'm like, fuck, they can vote. God damn, look, she's got car keys. Everybody out of the way, quick.
Yeah. Well, I think I drive pretty good. I've never been in an accident that I was in a car for. Like, I was driving.
Really?
You know? I've never been the one driving in an accident.
Reported?
You know what? My husband has had a fender bender before. Not me.
When do you drive?
To go to the grocery store.
Oh, and that's...
Worst I do is jump curbs and park badly.
And you do that all within a 4-block drive.
Yeah.
Good work.
That's, you know. It is the right of every girly to jump curbs. Okay,
No.
It's just
be better
what
at
we do.
fucking driving.
I'm doing fine. I'm a great driver. Very safe. Although, oh my goodness gracious, there's like a roundabout, and I was so mad. There was this lady just going in the wrong lane, the other way. Like, I don't even know how it was even possible, but she was taking up like the whole thing and coming at me. It didn't make any sense.
How do you get turned around in one of those?
I don't know.
There's signs.
Amazed, and she's creeping very clearly. She was just nervous and didn't know how to do it.
There are
Something
signs
happened there, but like, I was just amazed. I just like went to the side and parked until she could get past me and went on my way. But it's just like, should I like roll down my window and like explain the situation to her? What is going on?
I don't see how you fucked that up.
I don't know.
Like, it's... What a dumbass. All right.
Yeah, it was great. It was I'm not going to say what kind of lady it was, actually. It's not a thing. Every time I see a woman... No, not even. It was more like, yeah. Yep. Every time I see a woman, especially a woman that's my type, I just want to self-destruct in the middle of the street.
Oh, you fucking puss.
It's just so unfair that I have to live a life of loneliness and suffering while all the normies I ever knew are getting into relationships and hooking up.
Well, I fucking get a hobby.
I feel like if everyone else is able to get a girl, there's something wrong with you.
Well, there probably is.
Like,
It's probably
you're the problem.
a fat dork redditor, but like even that doesn't bar you from pussy.
No, lots of them are doing just. Boogie has a girlfriend, for crying out
Well,
loud.
he used to be rich, and he is kind of famous still.
He's not rich anymore.
No, he used to be.
Okay. He made hookers quit their jobs just being near him.
They didn't have to put that in the documentary, man. They didn't have to do that.
That was real low, but she was so
Also,
it sounded like she was traumatized, completely traumatized.
Well, she's a whore, but and also I calling it a documentary is a stretch. I still don't
it was
like
a
when
drama
people make
video,
right,
but better produced.
Well, I also anybody that's like, they're like, oh, this is a documentary, and it's like, oh, really? Did one guy make it and put it on YouTube? It's just a long form YouTube video.
Well, there are some really good ones that I would say count as documentaries that my husband watches, but it's about like guns and video games and like computer stuff, and it's like super well done, and
those are just kind of video
like that.
Those are like video essays, though. I mean, I don't know. It's the Boogie thing was a little closer because they had like a whole crew and they followed him around. I mean, that's closer, fine, maybe, but I think the platform matters. That's not you're not sending that one off to get awards.
It's fair. I mean, maybe it does deserve.
It might. Award. Maybe it does. You send it to what is Golden Light? What is it? Starlight, Sunlight, Golden Light. What are the film awards?
I don't know.
Dancing Star, light dancing.
Feathers. No, I don't think it's any of the Golden Globes. I don't know.
It's not that one. What's the
Emmys, Grammys?
No, it's smaller than that. It's like an indie film awards. Sundance. There you go. That's the one. There was something like that.
Yeah, it took me a while to remember, but that's fine.
I don't even know what Sundance is. I know it's like films, and people are like, "I'm sending it to Sundance." It's like, okay, good, idiot.
I think the only award show I've ever watched in my life were like the Nickelodeon ones.
Yeah, the
slime people. And like, you can't breathe with that crap all over your face. Like, that's insane that they did that.
It's good.
Also, suggestive.
How was that suggestive?
It was burnt on faces. It was.
Okay, it dropped on top of their head.
Yeah.
And it's green, and it's so much. It's not even consistency of cum.
It's green.
Definitely. No?
I like the face you made. Okay, we're moving on. Where was I? Oh, I see. Seeing women and knowing they don't see me as human.
Well, I think that's a stretch. I mean, they may not want to fuck you or date you, but like they're probably. I really doubt they're like, monster. If they see you in the grocery store, they're probably like, "Excuse me, sir, can I get to the Hot Pockets?"
It's just ridiculous, honestly. And I'm not even halfway through this, and I'm already going to go on a little rant. But there was this video going around Twitter, or not even the video, but a screenshot of the title of the video going around Twitter, and people had seen the video or whatever. They went and found it, but of the guy talking about how he's, he lost his first girlfriend, and he's never gonna have love again, and he just loved her so much.
But everybody feels like that after they
he's a
break up
lonely
with their first.
incel. Yeah, but no, everyone was using him as an example of how women are completely evil for not feeling compassion for this man, because women were quote tweeting it and saying there's something off about this guy. Like, I could see it in his eyes, like in the video and the way he talks. There's something off about him. So some of the girls looked into the rest of his YouTube channel, which none of the men supporting him had done at all, I guess, because all the videos are about that girl. When he was 13, teen, and in middle school, his crush did not like him back. He stalks her. Every video's
Nice.
about her. They have pictures. He has pictures from her social media accounts that he stalks in the videos showing this girl. He's a psychopath. And so,
He's a romantic.
there was something off about him. Like, that's always what it is. Every time.
Oh, is that always what it is? Always,
it's what it
it's
is.
always somebody.
There's a reason.
It's okay.
If you literally cannot find anyone, and it's not that your standards are too high, it's not that you think too high of yourself and think you can get better and you're turning down like ugly girls or something. Like, if that's not the case, because there are a lot of fat, ugly guys out there that think they are not, too. If you don't look like
every
a grotesque
man
monster and you're not disabled, there's probably something wrong with you if you literally cannot even get one girl to look your way.
I mean, I get that fucking dating's probably harder now than it was 10 years ago.
Harder is, yes, it's definitely harder. But usually the people that are complaining about it have some problems, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, even,
or like
it's harder.
They'll be complaining about it while they're 24, and then at 26 they're married. Like, they literally just had to wait a couple more years before deciding they hated all women. Like, they got a girlfriend and they got married within 2 years after complaining about it. Like, I've seen that happen too.
You can get married and still fucking hate women.
Okay, yeah, but that's beside the point.
I mean, like, any guy that's out there, yeah, you should hate women. They're fucking terrible.
Yeah. The point there was, like, if there really isn't anything wrong with you, then it's just like a numbers game and like a matter of time. So
yeah, it's definitely a numbers game. Just
stop getting so bitter.
Just go up to all of them and be like, "Sup, you, me, cock party."
Yeah, I don't think that's good advice.
Well, then you just be like, "What are you talking about? I'm a good Christian boy. I was saying we should go to Chick-fil-A."
Oh. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's real smooth.
It is.
That's real smooth.
Just go up to...
Because that's what I call Chick-fil-A. I say, hey, kids, do you want... I don't feel like cooking tonight, so we're gonna go do... No, that's not...
This is what you do. Or you just go up to random women at the grocery store and, like, whatever they're reaching to buy, just move your hand real quick and then, like, go to grab that and then gently touch their hand and just stare in their eyes and go, we both like... we both like frozen Brussels sprouts.
I had someone pull that move on me at
the
grocery store. I had all 3 children with me. And this man had to be like 23 years old, and he was like over 6 foot, a normal looking dude. And I had 3 children. I don't wear a ring, like, so I guess he just thought I was a single mom.
That's
I was just like,
exactly what he thought, and he's like, "This is my end." Hit it, quit it. That rules. That guy rules.
I was just like,
he's got bad taste, but he rules.
Like, it's like, okay, I'm an attractive woman. Like, I understand that. But
Okay.
3 kids? Like, he was not old enough to be going after a single mom of 3. Like, I don't know.
That guy
like, maybe
rules.
wait a little longer before that's your like, you got some time. He was like 23. I swear he couldn't have been older than like 23 or 24. And I was 28. So...
that rules. How did it go down?
Yeah, he said, "Oops, I'm sorry," and then he like tried to strike a conversation with me about my pants. I had like striped pants on, and he was real nice. And and I just like, "Oh yeah, thanks, yeah," and just trying to like move the cart slowly so he knew I was continuing to shop, and I was trying not to be rude, and he like keeps talking as I'm trying to scooch away, and it's just like, he's not taking the hint. Do I have to be mean? And I was like, oh yeah, I have to actually do my grocery shopping. It was nice meeting you, though. I didn't get his name or anything. I just like left before he could ask for a number. But it was very obvious what was happening, and I was very weirded out. Why? I had a guy hit on me while I was 9 months pregnant, like literally 2 weeks away from my due date before, and he was young too. I don't know what's wrong with these men.
I think it's funny in all of the cases that you ever get hit on, it's some pervert.
Yeah. It's wild. That's not the only.
That is.
type.
It's either some pervert or a lesbian.
That's not true. I'm not going to talk about the instance otherwise, because there are people that listen that know about it.
Well,
will have been a long time ago by the time this airs, but still, we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I'd imagine that. That doesn't happen too often to you these days. Now that you've hit
I
the
don't go
wall.
anywhere. I do go to the grocery store. Where am I going to go? And I have not hit the wall.
You did a long time ago, but you
know.
got a running start at that thing too.
I'm just, the lighting is just really bad in here. I don't have a fancy ring light.
Yeah, the lighting is bad everywhere you are, unless it's pitch dark.
We're going to continue. I'll just turn all the lights off.
You should.
Then everything will be fine. They don't even want to entertain a conversation with me, let alone kiss/cuddle with me. They're more likely to stab their eyes out with a rusty spoon rather than ever even looking in my direction for more than 3 seconds.
That's fucking dramatic and definitely not true.
He could be like horribly disfigured, but I don't think that anyone would feel like he's acting like they feel hatred and not pity. So
yeah, maybe he is like all burned up or something. That might be. I could see being that sad then.
I doubt it because he would talk about like pitiful looks then, right?
I don't know. This
like women are not looking at burn victims angrily.
Well, maybe he's all mentally messed up from the burns. That might be it. Oh, good. I'll hold the phone. Okay, Erica unplugged the fucking internet like a genius. So, we're back.
Yeah, I was just saying that, people are not going to stare at you with, like, hatred if you're deformed. So I doubt he's deformed. It was really my entire point. People would stare at you with pity.
I want to know how old the guy is, though. Because,
it doesn't say.
If he's, like, an older guy, fine. But, like, if you're just a young dude, like...
He's not.
That's...
They're all, like, under 24. Like, I don't know. Not all of them, but 26 max, I would say.
I was doing fine at 26.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
If you have this horribly negative attitude where you just assume that all women are so disgusted with you because you're not hot enough or whatever it is he thinks is wrong with him. He doesn't really say clearly. But you think that every woman is looking at you like they want to gouge their eyes out with a rusty spoon. I think that maybe you have a very negative attitude and are not approaching women and are not even trying.
Yeah, you should go up to him and be like, "Am I ugly?"
No, that's not what we want. No.
Start making TikTok videos with you on the street outside of bars asking women if you're ugly, and then just see how that goes for you.
No, tell a little girl you like her hair or her boobs or something.
Exactly.
Compliment my glasses.
Tell women that you like their boobs.
No, boots. BOOT T, not
2 T's in boots?
No, I'm just emphasizing. Okay, but like I've even had a guy compliment my glasses. He said nice frames. 2 words.
That also
might have to say 2 words to a girl to flirt with her.
That doesn't necessarily have to be flirting. That can just be compliments.
Okay, it might have been. It's very possible.
Yeah, I think it's pretty likely, especially if you're running around like a
see
possum with kids all around you.
Look, now I was alone. Okay. If she smiles instead of looking at you like she wants to gouge her eyes out, maybe you're wrong, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of fucking guy not being goddamn normal. All you have to do, listen, women are objects, okay? You're not like you're not like mad at a light post, right? Like
that's so mean.
It's
just disrespectful.
It's just fucking true though.
It's not. It's not true.
Just
I have a brain, and I have hormones coursing through me. I'm a human being.
Yeah, you're right about the hormones.
I got a lot of hormones right now.
They are always fucking making you stupid and irritating. But outside the rest of it, I don't. Just go up to them and talk to them. It's like who gives a fuck if they don't like you? If they don't like you, then you just go, all right then, bitch, you're ugly anyway, and then you leave.
He's obsessing about this thing and assuming negatives immediately. I really doubt that he's got girls telling him he's disgusting all the time.
Yeah.
Or he would say it in the post. If girls actually said these things out loud to him, maybe that would make sense.
He does sound like a pussy who just needs to like go and drink and bother women. Just do that.
And also, I think a lot of these guys, they get rejected by like two girls and they're just like, well, I'm unlovable. No, those two girls were not interested. And one of them probably actually had a boyfriend. You never know. Like, just try again.
There's tons of bitches out there, man. Just keep moving on to the next one. That's all that matters. They're all the same.
They're not all the same.
They're pretty much all the same.
They're not. No, that doesn't make any sense. Am I anything like Erica?
Yeah, you fucking just yapping my ear off. Yeah.
But what the fuck am I supposed to do? We're on a podcast. What do you mean I'm yapping your ear off?
Talking to me about shit that's not me, so I gotta just like pretend I'm interested.
What is this to you? What is this? Am I forcing you to be here?
Yeah, no, it's just a means to the end for me to hear myself talk and stare at myself in my camera. I mean, what did you think this was?
I thought we were doing like a show. I don't know.
You know.
I thought it was like an entertainment podcast.
I mean, I'm entertained. I got cool hair thing going on.
No, it's weird. It looks really weird right now.
Awesome.
I don't know what it's doing. It's
it
just
looks
really
sweet.
Those AI pictures are not capturing the disheveled hair very well.
Fucking cool.
That looks real cool.
It does look cool.
Could see that.
I look fucking sweet.
Yeah, you look like one of those dinosaurs with the feathers. With the when they redesigned them, they were like dinosaurs actually had feathers, and the new illustrations came out, and there was one that had like this big plume of feathers on its head like that. That's what you look like.
No, I never.
Dinosaur.
Never checked out the redraws, the reboot of the dinosaurs. I just, I know the ones that I saw, those are the dinosaurs, and then like I never bought into that whole Pluto isn't a planet. It was when I was growing up, so it always has been.
It just doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't matter. Also. Yeah,
it is a pretty fucking dumb thing to be into. If anybody is in like the science field and you listen to this, I just want you to know that you're my enemy, and you always have been. And then in 2020, it really solidified it, and there's no going back. So don't, it's on site as they say, and you can catch these hands.
There you go. There you have it, folks. You can catch these hands. Fuck all the people that say that there's more to life than dating and relationships. Denying someone companionship and intimacy is cruel and should be a human rights violation.
Wait, hold on. I'm on board with this guy that's like, it's a human rights violation to not fuck me. That's a hell of a line, man. I like it.
Yeah, women not wanting to have sex with him is a human rights violation. Clearly, any woman he wants, just pick them out of a lineup, should have no choice in the matter.
Yeah.
That would make a very healthy and fulfilling relationship.
There's actually
sex slavery.
There's a whole there's a whole fucking like episode of this show called Man Seeking Woman. It's like a bizarre kind of, I forget the main guy.
I've seen the ads for it.
It's fine. I mean, Hitler's in an episode. It's
fun.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. But there's a whole episode where he it's a real outrageous show, but he lobbies to make it a law that you've got to date somebody if they like you or whatever, and then he ends up with some troll who he's stuck with because the troll it's pretty funny.
I like that. I like that little twist.
Yeah, and at some point in the series, he fucks his car.
I don't want to know how.
You just have to watch.
Don't tell me.
Okay, I've told you he fucks a car. He gets married to a troll, and Hitler's in an episode. All right, it's a bizarre show.
Sounds pretty good.
It's a bizarre show. I'm gonna go rewatch it. It's been years. It's pretty good. Eric Andre's in it, but he's not like that annoying version of himself where he just takes a dump on a fucking table and then screams for 10 minutes and people say he's some type of a comedic genius. Fuck Eric Andre.
That's good.
He's
I
not
don't remember
funny.
who that is.
He's this like obnoxious, loud comic. He's not very funny.
I'll take your word for it. You're probably right. Most comics suck.
Yeah, like Batman.
What?
Yeah,
Batman's great.
yeah, but not the comics. I don't care for that. All that reading.
No, no, no. I like the movies.
Yeah,
Like the ones from the 90s. Those are
yeah,
good.
yeah. But you probably like fucking Batman Forever or the gay Batmans.
I like the one with the penguin and the Joker.
Yeah, that's a good
That was
one.
good.
It's Batman and
That was
Batman
great.
Returns.
No, the penguin was the penguin the one with Catwoman?
That was Batman Returns, I think.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, that was
Michelle
good.
Pfeiffer as Cat was like amazing as Catwoman. She was perfect casting. Danny
Perfect.
DeVito at perfect. And Danny DeVito did a great job as I almost believed he was a penguin. He
Yeah.
was like doing some weird method acting situation there or something. I don't know. Maybe he went to live with penguins for a while, but he did a
I
very good job.
I still didn't understand the point of that movie where he crawls out of the sewer and then he becomes the mayor.
Well, he wanted people to recognize him because he was from like an elite family, just like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I get
Okay,
that.
and nobody cared about him, and no one like gave him any recognition, and he didn't get to be in the media or anything like that because he was deformed and weird and ate fish
He did eat fish.
and killed people.
He did kill people. I don't know. I just don't think that they would elect him the mayor. But I is this guy still going on?
Oh yeah, he's just one more sentence, two more sentences. I just want to be loved. I just want to love and be loved. That's all. Am I a dangerous Avengers level threat for wanting this?
Oh
If you're
God,
talking
what?
about how women should have no choice about whether or not they have sex with you, you might be. Yes. If you think that it's like more proper for women to be raped than for them to turn you down, potentially, yes.
Okay, well, listen, we don't have to get into the nitty gritty of what should or shouldn't be the law, but
Okay.
I'm I'm just more concerned about how this guy writes. You know, who since the fucking early 90s has said something like gouge my eyes out with a rusty spoon or
He sounds like a teenager
yeah,
whining to his friends. Like this guy's got to be like 18, right?
it's a level Avengers level threat. Like, dude, I can already tell your interests suck.
And he's fat and
Yeah.
sweaty. It probably doesn't bathe enough.
Yeah, just take a shower and learn to play the guitar.
Get a haircut.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, get a haircut and learn to play guitar. Literally, like, if you're a dumb fat piece of shit who can't get any pussy, just learn how to play the guitar. Since the dawn of time, it fucking works. That's all you
Yeah.
gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
Or you could have a successful YouTube channel. There's lots of fat, disgusting pigs on YouTube that have like thin, pretty girlfriends. And
Yeah.
it never ends well, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, there's a woman involved, but all you gotta do is just fucking trick them. Like because women don't have interests. All right, women are not interested in anything. So like when a man has an interest, they're just like, then they care about it, and then you've got them when that becomes their interest.
Yeah, that's why we're watching Buffy right now, because my husband introduced the show to me that I watched growing up and have rewatched multiple times since then. Because
Yeah,
I
but
don't have interests and he does, and they've become mine. That's what's going on here.
I mean, your interest is consuming media. Cool.
Okay, what are your interests that are not like drugs and drinking and consuming media?
I DJ. I'm working on a disco song right now.
I podcast. My
I've
husband
been
hates podcasts.
podcasting for years. I write jokes.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
write
interests. You write tragedies.
right joke. Yeah, I think we've given this guy lots of advice.
Yeah, quit being a fucking fag. That's my advice.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And
good
also,
advice.
I've got some other advice for the women. Give this guy a chance. He seems totally cool and normal.
No,
I'm sure that listen.
he
You
doesn't
got
deserve anything good.
get in or
clearly.
you got to get in early. All right, he will eventually grow the rest of that beard that's on his neck all the way up to most of his face.
Oh my god, I doubt it. It's gonna be all like patchy and spotty. And now I'm just picturing someone horrible because I don't know. Maybe he's very handsome and fat and smelly.
I mean,
Possible.
or you know what he could do, and I doubt he's going to do this, is why don't you just get on Twitter and just start hanging out with all of the devoutly religious, apparently, guys with their patchy beards and disdain for women.
Oh yeah, and they say the same exact stuff, so you'll be in good company. If a woman doesn't want to, no, but the religious guys, they say the exact same thing, but they don't say sex. They say marriage. But what does marriage entail? It's the same thing. Because these people also believe that marriage is consent to sex, and so marital rape doesn't exist. So what they're saying,
Hey, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
same thing. It's the exact same thing, and it's gross. It's really gross.
Also, he didn't say anything about banging. He just said he wanted hugs and kisses.
He's not getting hugs and kisses with his attitude. So
No.
look, you need to lose weight. You probably need to lose weight. Okay, you can't be 350 pounds and 5'7". Okay, it's not healthy.
You
You're
can
gonna die before you can get a girlfriend.
just
from a heart attack.
learn to rap. Be a rapper.
You could learn to rap. You could be a rapist.
Yeah. You really.
From
I was just gonna.
rapist to rapist.
I was just gonna. Yeah, it's usually the other way around. But I was just gonna let that go. But you were real pleased with yourself over some dumb fucking hacky.
It was a pretty bad joke.
Good lord.
The hacky ones are the most fun, though.
No, you're just gonna start fucking why the chicken crossed the road and shit that you heard fucking read on the internet or in a little joke book.
Yeah, that's where I get all my jokes that I say on air is from the little joke book.
Probably not. Well, that's an hour.
Yeah, I think we are out of time for today, folks. But there is a bonus episode that we're going to record right after this. You can go to patreon.com/here to help podcast, and for as little as $1 a month, you can always give us more. We appreciate more. Thank you very much if you give us anything. But you can get the whole back catalog of bonus episodes. You can get this week's bonus episode released on Monday, and we love you and we appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Do you have anything to say, Bryden, before we close?
You fat.
It took you a really long time to think. Good job.
Shut up, fat ass.
Have a great week, secure in the knowledge that
I do have one more thing.
Okay.
You're also ugly.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not fat and I'm not ugly. I'm a beautiful woman. I'm
woman,
trying to close out the show. Okay.
Why don't you close out your life?
No.
Kill yourself.
No, I'm gonna live forever just to torture you and to get your skull.
I'm not gonna live forever. What the fuck are you talking about?
But then I need to live long enough to get your skull.
I got 3 more years on this earth if we're lucky.
3 more years of hell for me.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
so excited. All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you, and we're the only ones you can trust are here to help. Goodbye.